And so with that thought process, with me going through that, it's like, do I really need these kettlebells? Do I need to be using that? I can get a lot of what I need done using my body weight, yoga. So I'm not just practicing stretching and moving around with the yoga poses, but I'm also building an intense amount of mental fortitude, of mental strength, building more patience. I feel like I have a short fuse when it comes to patience. Now, there are times where I can be very patient, but there are also many times where it just goes right out the window. What happened? I have no idea. That's just the way that it seems to just come out of me, and I have a little freak out. Again, it's nothing that's too it's nothing dangerous. It's just something that is not ideal in my mind. Now, I need to in some way express or deload to let it all out. What's the word I'm looking for here? It is discharge. That's the term I wanted to use. I need some way, some method of discharging these emotions sometimes, and sometimes it can be used in like a rage or anger. Is that ideal? Absolutely not. And again, I'm not doing it in a dangerous way. I just get frustrated, and it's not ideal, especially for those around me. My main goal in life is to help people, to improve the lives around me. And I need to make sure that I'm keeping composure and maintaining a healthy state of mind and physical body myself, so that I can do the best healing work that I can with those around me, or those that I reach through this social media platform, which is my favorite out of all of them. I love making these videos. So I would really appreciate feedback, if you would. Also, before I forget, if you could start giving the thumbs up on my videos, I'd appreciate that. I don't really know what it does. I should probably read a little more into YouTube and how that whole thing works, but I know that it doesn't hurt. So thumbs up are much appreciated if you feel so inclined and that the video deserves it. So working with kettlebells, I'm probably going to keep them because there's a certain amount of underlying passion that I have for them, and that helps me. And I just need to deal with that minimalistic mindset and realize that these take up a lot less space than dumbbells, and definitely take up less space than barbells, right? And all the plates that go along with that. Also, I'm interested to see where you, my audience, feels where you could get the most help. Is it with kettlebells? Is that too much? Like, is it too much technicality? Is it just something that you're not into? Would you rather me do a lot more body weight exercises? Yoga, short yoga sequences that you can do? Would you rather me just do these random rants? I know someone did not like my car driving rants, where I had the camera like down here and you could only see like that much of me. All right, I got a thumbs down on the 2 videos I did on that. Again, nothing personally. That's something that I noticed within the last few days of reviewing over my videos and preparing for these, as I have my new space where I can utilize the space to make videos and continue my workouts. I just need to get back into it. I also have not been getting a sufficient amount of sleep consistently, and I know when I don't have that consistent 8 hours of sleep a night, I tend to get a little unstable, and that sounds a lot worse than it is. I don't have that sense of confidence, of assured well-being when I don't get that enough sleep. I guess that's the best way to put into words the way in which that I feel, is that it's that lack of the feeling that is well-being. Right? That sounded really weird, but hopefully that you get the idea of that. To wrap this up, laying it on the table, I am trying my best to find the best resources in order to continue my journey and what I want to do. My ultimate goal is to become a universal healer, which so far seems to be the role of a shaman, the traditional South American shamans, right? And I am planning a trip to Peru for the month of November, a little bit of October, most of November. It's a 5-week program working with shamanic healing techniques and methods, but also a lot of permaculture-based practices. So I'll be able to work with the earth, work with the land, provide a self-sustaining life, existence. That's what permaculture really is. That is something that I will be embarking on in the fall. So I'm trying to work my way towards that. That's kind of my next step. And I will have this camera and will be recording as much as I can during that whole process. And I don't know if I've already mentioned it in other videos, but I'm also planning to do the entire Appalachian Trail northbound from Springer Mountain, Georgia, all the way up to Mount Katahdin, Maine. So those are my 2 big goals within this next year, right? A lot of change happening. So then you can see how, I'm thinking about doing these kettlebells. I also have this very deep desire to learn as much as I can, to grow, to evolve. I feel like I am a firm believer in the fact that we all are here as souls in these physical bodies. Beneath these physical bodies is this energetic soul that makes us, that is our spirit, that is our godliness, whatever you want to call it. I feel like that soul that resides in our physical bodies that we see and touch and feel and whatever, that there is a much deeper meaning to our existence and why we are all here right now at this time on this planet. I hear it a lot, where we are evolving, and there is this evolution that's taking place, where we are transitioning. There's this big change happening. I'll tell you right now, while we're putting it all on the table, I have this love-hate relationship with the monetary system and money in general. I have a very, very hard time with it. There are days when I have a very hard time dealing. I constantly think, like, do I really need to be driving a car? Do I need to be in this job? Like, I always said plan B was to just like sell everything I own and keep my backpacking gear and just move out into the woods. Thumb my way to the western part of North Carolina and just hike into the woods and don't look back. Because I don't want to be just another cog in the machine. I don't want my life to revolve around having to pay a mortgage and just trying to play catch up, which is what I'm doing right now. And there's that manifestation of the secret. I'm saying I don't want to. But really I should be saying I want to have the freedom to do as I please. To live within my financial means. It's a better way to put it. It really is all in how you look at things in the mindset. The more and more and more that I read and think and listen to this this realm, this topic, the more I realize it really is a mental existence. We are creating our own movie. That's what I believe. And I'm trying my best to create this movie, although I want a bunch of different things and bring it into one. I want to create a successful business helping others. I want to be a physical, an all-encompassing healer on the physical, the psychological, the spiritual realms. I want to be able to provide that healing. I want to be able to work with plant medicine and help people. I feel like there's going to be more and more people that are looking for that alternative method. Those alternative methods. Regular medical science, I feel like they are too, again, this is my personal belief, what I have come to find, that I'm not attached to it. I can have my mind change tomorrow, but so far what I feel strongly about thus far and what I believe to be true right now is that the medical field has, while they've made great advances, they've become too caught up in the money. It's all about the dollar instead of about the well-being of the people. Same thing with the food, corporations. I mean, I've gone over this in other videos. You can look at my video history and check all that out. My video timer is saying 20 minutes. I'm gonna try and cut this off, okay? Laying it all out there. I'm a little bit crazy if you can't tell, but I have the best of intentions, and I know I have a strong sense of purpose. We all do. And I struggle with it probably as much as you all do. So know that you are not alone. We're all going through this school called life together. And the more of us that realize that it is a existence of we, a collection of all of us together, that what hurts one will hurt the other. What hurts them hurts us. What hurts me hurts you, and vice versa. We're all in this together. I don't believe it's a rat race that we should be stepping and climbing over one another, tearing each other down just to get to the top. I feel like we should be helping and supporting each other, creating an organized structure so that we all can live happy, healthy, holistic, and full lives. And that includes the environment in which we exist in. If we trash our environment, we will cease to exist. I believe we all have the power to change, but we have to do it all we all have to do this, I'll be careful with that I say this, we all have to do this individually so that we collectively create a better world. Okay, I think that's enough for today. Thank you all for watching the whole way through. I'd love to hear anything that you have to add. If there's anything on your mind, please bring it up. It's going to fuel my fire and help me with the next video. Until next time, everybody, peace and love. Keep going and keep growing, physically, mentally, and emotionally stronger. Peace.